We're here. We are here. We made it again. Back to making those DD videos. Yesterday, we finally had episode 5 of Q&A from Vincent Livings himself. And this was by far the most packed, the longest one in all of Q&A history. I have planned out and scheduled everything that we've learned from the live stream in different parts. So with this video that you're watching right now, there are 6 more, so in total there are 7 videos. So we're gonna have back-to-back entire week of DD news, unless of course there are some other announcements that comes within these 7 days. We're specifically focused on small things, but they are big. We have level names confirmed, we have freaking pig, virtual reality, plushie, and some release date stuff that we're gonna touch in this video. So you know what, without wasting any more time, let us begin. Now first of all, I want to give a shout out to Toxic YT. They are the only one that I've seen committed to every live stream, posting the timestamps that helps me and other YouTubers, or even just people who want to come back later and don't want to sit through the entire hour or 2 video and take notes because they made it for us. So make sure to go and show them some support as well. Toxic YT, if you're watching this, I appreciate that, just so you know. Anyways, we're gonna start off with level names. Now level names, I made a complete live stream of all the chapter 4 level names that I think could end up possibly being a thing. Now, they didn't reveal Nurse's level name, but they accidentally, yes ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Livings accidentally revealed 2 names. Well, he wanted to reveal only 1 name, but in his head he thought maybe I've already revealed 1, and now we got 2 names that we can play around. What are the names? Here we go.
I think I already revealed one of the levels in the last Q&A. I'm trying to remember if I believe it was the Joy Gang level that I've already shared. And that one was Mascot Mayhem. I guess the next one I could share is Mama Bear's level, which is called Barely Buried. So there's the title of level 8. It's Barely Buried.
Joy Gang is Mascot Mayhem, and Mama Bear is Barely Buried. Now off the chart, there are so many of you that actually got it right. Anyways, let's talk about Mascot Mayhem. Let's talk about Barely Buried, because these are some interesting names. Mascot Mayhem, as we know from the get-go, people are comparing Joy Gang with FNAF, which is why the Joy mascot's the first name that is not used anymore has been shifted here to the level name Mascot Mayhem. And we know Joy Gang is one of the hardest, if not the hardest level in all of Dark Deception, and we have 3 mascots. The entire level is gonna be Mayhem with Joy Kill at the end with boss fight, 3 zones. I can't with this, ladies and gentlemen. And for Mama Bear, it's Barely Buried, which actually makes sense because all the screenshots that we've seen related to this final level is cave. We've seen 3 screenshots, all of them are cave, one of them is escape zone, the other 2 related to the zones themselves. And it makes sense because we've seen the remainings of other people, mainly the people who died, their bones, structure, and their remainings, which is actually kind of creepy if you ask me. So what they're trying to convey through these names is that, yes, those are remainings of people who died, but they are barely buried, which means their spirits are still alive and they're going to haunt you. So be careful. They're gonna go in trigger teddies and they're gonna try to haunt you because you're just running on them. Literally, they're underground, but they're not buried completely. These are skeletons. These are people who died and they're remaining. So that's what I find a bit creepy, but cool at the same time that we can see it from this eye. Maybe that's not even true, and I'm just making this up. Yeah, my mind is a little bit weird when it comes to these things. I find them intriguing, but let me know, what do you think about the names, because we need to move on to other stuff as well. Then at 47 minutes, someone asked about virtual reality. Now, if you don't know, back in 2014, originally Dark Deception had a virtual reality beta, alpha, whatever you want to call them, build, and actually PewDiePie played it as well, and so many others. And back then, it was one of the best things to happen because virtual reality just dropped in the market recently, and then you had these games were coming to VR, but they were not as great, or they were not as polished. Now it's just on another level. Half-Life Alyx, excuse me. So yeah, at 47 minutes they confirmed it.
I don't like this. This is scaring me. What if I run into it? Ah! What the f that? What is that? What is that?
Since HTC is kind of backing them up, it's their legal obligation to do something with virtual reality. So maybe in the future we may see a remastered version of virtual reality part of Door Deception for HTC Oculus, but not for PlayStation VR. See, PlayStation VR has different policies, and mainly the games that are built for PlayStation VR is completely on a separate level. Anyways, so we have HTC Oculus. I'm personally looking forward to this, and if they release that, I will personally buy one. Oculus Rift, not HTC. I like Oculus way better, but do let me know if you're looking forward to DDVR, because I'm looking forward to DDVR. I can't wait to get jump scared by the murder monkeys. Can you imagine playing Gold Watchers in VR? I have a VR headset that is not like official VR, but that is just a VR. We may try that. I have a headset left. We may try that. I will see how it feels. If it works in there, then I will definitely do a playthrough of all levels in a VR headset. Can you imagine? Can you believe that? I can. Then we're going to talk about plushies. See, when it comes to the plushies, I'm personally excited for the plushies. We finally got an announcement a couple of days ago. I reported that here on the channel that we are finally getting Door Deception plushies, the toys, of course. If you haven't seen that video, I will make sure to link that up there somewhere. But now we got more confirmation. A quick reference to make it short. The company who made plushie for Doggo is going to make plushies here for Dark Deception as well. How will that work? The price has been revealed, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the same price for literally every plushie that they make for anything. It's basically kind of like a campaign. They do minimum 400 campaign goal. If it goes above or even touch that, then they start productions, and their quality is really good. I've seen other YouTubers marketing their plushies through them, and it is really good. However, the price is a little bit alright. It is $25. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at 58 minutes, Vincent Livings actually revealed that. So I don't know if many people are gonna buy it, but I know for a fact that I am going to buy it. The first plushie is gonna be, of course, Dread Ducky. If that's the only plushie for a few months in the beginning, then of course I'm gonna buy it. But if they're gonna release a couple of them in the beginning, then I'm gonna wait for Agatha one, because I need Agatha's plushie. And I'm gonna buy the clowns one as well, just to tell them, listen, you little shizzle, look at me in the eyes, you garbage, you think you have an upper hand in the game? Well, guess what, who have upper hand now? I literally have upper hand over a plushie, so I literally have an upper hand over clowns. There you have it, boys. That's my take on all the plushie side. I may do a giveaway too. One giveaway, not more than one. Hey, I'm not that rich, alright? Cut me some slack. And the final thing before we get to the whole Hangry part, at 1 hour 16 minutes mark, Vincent Livings actually talked about chapter 4 release date in a really interesting manner, and we will touch this subject in an upcoming video. As you know, 6 more videos left for Dark Deception when we cover this entire live stream as a whole.
Cost more since there's more levels? No, every chapter costs the same. And also, on that note, I don't know, I can't give you a specific date, but as everyone's probably aware that plays on Steam, this is June. July is next month. Somewhere in between June and July, usually Steam Summer Sale will launch. Steam Summer Sale will be your chance to get complete and the chapters at a very, very good price. So just to let you guys know now.
So he didn't specifically mention it, but he said the summer sale is coming soon for June and July. What I'm thinking, since the pre-orders haven't been opened yet, and as you know, pre-orders only open when the game has entered its final stage, like literally publishing stage, what I believe is that in early July, the pre-orders will start for chapter 4, and in August, we will get the game. Late August. That's my prediction right here. I'm giving a prediction. I will talk about this more why it makes sense in some of the videos, but maybe early July or mid-July, they will start the pre-orders, and August will be the release date. Can you imagine my month, August, having chapter 4 release date? Anyways, the last part. This is getting offhand. I don't know why. So y'all mad lads actually went there. You guys went there and asked the question that will I get roasted? Will Smack get roasted by Hangry himself? Excuse me? Are you insulting me? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Are you insulting me by comparing me and putting my name in the same statement as his? That's quite insulting to me, ladies and gentlemen. But on a serious note though, I appreciate putting my name out there, and I appreciate that. You already know he's not cut for this. He is not cut to be with the real one, to be with the real deal. That is why he's not gonna go off on me, because he can't. I'm just on a different league, on a different level. You know what? Good riddance, ladies and gentlemen, and I really hope the sooner chapter 4 comes, the sooner we'll be escaping from this insanity of talking about this pig that clearly nobody likes him. It's a fact at this point. I know some of you guys guys find it annoying, but hey, it is my opinion, and you can ask Hangry himself. We don't see each other with eye to eye. I may make a video on why I don't like him on so many levels, not just as a person, but as an animal as well, but also as a character, but more specifically as a pig, but we'll talk about it in some other videos. This got out of hand very fast, and we have 6 videos to catch on as well, with the nurses, Joy Gang, the Trigger Teddies, then we have the sequel information. We learn a lot about the sequel as well. Then we have Monsters and Mortals, some really interesting information on that, and then of course there will be a compilation of Malak, Beers, and Doug Hauser, and some chapter 4 technical stuff that will combine together. So 6 videos coming soon. We're getting close to 35. That's interesting. Can we hit that before chapter 4? Can we get to 40 before chapter 4? That's a real question. That's what I want to know.